Female soldiers in the Ukraine have been trained for combat, and they've also been forced to train for more than a month to march in, get this, high heels. Ukraine's Ministry of Defense is defending its decision to make the cadets march in heels next month to celebrate 30 years of independence from the former Soviet Union. That despite some serious backlash and anger from a number of local lawmakers there. CNN's Matthew Chance rejoins us from Moscow. Matthew, why are they doing this?
Well, I mean, it is. It's painful, isn't it, to watch? And there's been, to be fair, there's been a lot of criticism inside Ukraine from the cabinet of the Ukrainian government about why this is happening. I mean, they've cabinet ministers have said, look, this is first of all inappropriate. Making female soldiers parade in these heels. They're saying it doesn't reflect their combat status. Remember, Ukraine is a country at war with Russia-backed rebels in the east of the country, and there are 57, I think is the figure, thousand female troops that are fighting in that conflict. And also, there's been a health issue raised. I mean, marching in shoes like that, it's not going to be good for you, obviously. And so there's that massive furore that's broken out. The Defence Ministry has, initially it's defended it. It's saying, look, other armies in the world, they issue heels to female soldiers in their dress uniforms. But it's also been pointed out that they don't normally expect those soldiers to march in those shoes. And so now the Defence Ministry in Ukraine is saying, okay, look, we're gonna look at this. We're gonna see if we can find any something a bit more comfortable. I mean, they seem to be pulling back on that. But you know what, Laura, it illustrates a sort of broader problem about the perception of women in Ukraine. It's something that's playing out across the world. Of course, we're seeing this debate about what's appropriate for female soldiers and for females in general, and what's not appropriate. You can be on one side of the debate or the other, but I mean, this is the latest iteration of that in Ukraine, which is perhaps not fully, at the same place in that debate that we are in other countries in the world.
Yes, I think that would be putting it mildly. Another word for it is just sexism. That would also fit too.